gon' miss it. I call that precision like, hey. Shoot my shot like, hey. Hit the red dot like, hey. Finger on the like.
It's known as one of the loudest stadiums in sports for a reason. And it'll only get louder as the collective 12th man starts cheering for their Seahawks. Welcome to Lumen Field in Seattle. The holidays have arrived. Thank you for spending a part of them with us. We're away in Week 16 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Ready.
They send the tight end in motion. Smith start with a throw here. Buys time, rolling right. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. Intended target there was Jackson Smith and Jigba. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Second and 10. Again, it's Smith. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he gets him around 6 there. Greg Newsome bringing that play to an end.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
There we go, snowball. Snowball.
From the gun, Smith. He throws a bullet down the right side. He's got it inside the 25. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a 6-0 lead right away. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba with a touchdown. Myers gets the point after the go. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. The first carry here for Tony Pollard. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Again, a run with Pollard. Blast through midfield. And finally stopped at the 34. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Now for the first time, they turn to the rookie from Texas. And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, this is a headache-inducing run for a defensive coach. I could just imagine that staff both upstairs and down on the field watching the kid, because now, well, they don't have to just worry about this guy catching as a receiver. Now they know he can be a weapon in the ground game, too.
Watson now off play action. His first throw is an interception. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. While you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block, and then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
There we go, salute!
Staying with Walker. Will drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Jacoby Dean in on the tackle. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Ready!
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Line. Check 59, cover.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. Smith and Jigba there to grab it. And they're going to be down close to the 35 as he goes out. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Oz.
1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. This is Metcalf working that right side. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Toss play. This is Walker. He's contained at the line for no gain. That was Martin Emerson with a stop that time. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Hey, here we go, hey. Look. Hey, let's go Wednesday, on Wednesday. There we go, salute.
Shotgun snap to Smith. Pass complete to Walker. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. They get 6 and a 1st down as well. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 7-0 is our score. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive.
49, flip her off, 49. Someone shot.
Here's Smith. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
Hey, here we go, hey.
Back to the air. It's Smith. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
A give up the gut to Walker. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Someone shot. Someone shot.
Smith setting the throw. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal.
Ready.
They kick the running back in motion.
Here goes up.
On 3rd and goal, Smith. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Jason Myers out there now to try a field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Myers' kick is good. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pass taken in by Pollard. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Set.
Here's Watson to the air. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. From the gun, they go with Pollard. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Here's Watson, first. The lateral goes haywire. Live ball. And the Seahawks pick it up at the 20. And he's going to return this to the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks grow their lead off the turnover. Myers to add the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Seahawks take a 3-possession lead. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Watson. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Wide open, downfield, got it! And he's gonna score, touchdown Cleveland! The Browns start to fight back with their first points of this game. Hopkins knocks the extra point through. And the Browns cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
When you call that first down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
There we go, Sonoma. There we go, Sonoma.
First down, and they go right back to him. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards. Offense in the hurry up here.
Hey, trio left.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Hold on. 53. 13 in.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. The Seahawks pushing for a score before the break. Second down now, 7 to go.
Here we go.
Smith back to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
There we go, Sonoma.
Looking to throw, Smith. Into the hands of Walker. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Defense just needs to hold them short. It's 4th and 7.
Ready! Thirteen next. Alert! So what's up?
Blitz coming for Smith. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks grow their lead just before halftime. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Point after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks take a 3-possession lead. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
We're set. Out.
From the gun, Watson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast. Trying again, following the sack. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
First sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L. And each of the first 2 plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely 3rd down pickup.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. And that play backfired. He's brought down way behind the line. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. The Browns looking to punt on 4th down. So on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. The return begins on their side of midfield. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. A nice 15-yard pickup on the return. And the Seahawks are set up well as they take over with some great field position. Smith on 1st down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd and 10 now. He's throwing deep to the left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
At the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, alert!
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Hey, here we go, hey. Check 58. Strike, strike. Alert. Snowball. Snowball.
From the gun, Smith. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs.
So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Valus Jones now on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Leonard Williams applying the hit there. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
They give on 2nd to Pollard. And he'll push forward for a small gain to the 31. Only a yard on the play. An improvement on their last one, but that brings up 3rd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Watson. Finds him over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Watson on 1st and 10. He's going deep this time. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 2nd down. Back to the air, Watson. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
On 3rd down, Pollard. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
1st and 10. Here's Watson. Chased out to his right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Reek Woolen with the INT. Along the right sideline, there's space. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Second time they've taken one back on him, Brock. First the fumble return, and now this pick six.
You know, I point this out to you. Every defensive meeting room we're in, Kate, when we sit down in these production meetings, and you can see their boards, right? These defenses keep track, and they know if they get a score defensively, their odds of winning through the roof. You get two, it's almost a certainty.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks continue piling onto this lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They run the counter to Pollard. Broke through the tackle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. From the 37. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. To throw, here's Watson. Forced out to his right. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. And this goes out of bounds. The fumble not ideal, but hey, did end up being a small gain on the play.
You know what? This game is hard. So sometimes catching a break or two in just the right circumstances is a big deal. Sideline could be your best friend as a runner. Because you lose the ball next to it, there's a good chance it could go harmlessly out of bounds.
2nd and 8. He's going to push one deep down the right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing is Watson. Looking for... Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
I think we can officially call this pile-on mode. They've been the better group all game. You felt it. This quarterback, well, he certainly felt the brunt of it. The rest of the way, Kate, this may be time to pad those stats and keep on pressing against a group that has had no answers for him up front.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Julian Love. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Walker running to the right. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's a give up the middle now to their fullback. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard gain, and things looking a whole lot better now. 3rd and 3 upcoming. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. The Seahawks have the football, and they're in great shape with this sizable lead. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. They go play action. Here's Smith. Bails out of the pocket quick. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Collects this at the 32. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. He picks up 16 on the good return. And the Browns will go on offense. 1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. This is Pollard running left. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory. Working quickly here. Brought in right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one hits for 30. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. 1st down from the red zone. And he has the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns making the scoreboard look a touch better. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Ooh, you could feel the greater sense of urgency from him there, Brock. Trailing on the scoreboard, and he took the initiative to convert that 2-point try.
Yeah, you always need your quarterback to be able to manufacture points, but especially when you're down. He's got the license to improvise anytime. And what a confidence builder to everyone around him when your QB can make something out of nothing.
1st and 10 from the 41.
There we go, Sonora.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he's tackled for a short gain. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go. Come shot.
Running with Walker again. And he's going nowhere there. Add that to what's been a tough afternoon for him. No gain here after a gain of only 1, and now they'll face 3rd and 9.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got him tackled behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Throwing on 3rd, Smith. Pass complete to Walker. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks nearing their 9th win of the season. They'll come up 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Walker. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Handoff running left, Walker. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. And the Browns take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. We'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found in yo. I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in the music. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I want it a million. I want it a million. Yeah, I want it a million. Yeah, I want it a million. All right now. You with me? I said, are you with me? Wake up to see my brand new horizon. The world's in my hands and the sun's tantalizing. Grab hold of mine if you want some good time. And it's been too long and you need some unwinding. Woo! Shake it low, shake it low. The new sound has been found and yo,